What is going on, man? I still don't have my old camera back, so if the audio is a little choppy, you hear a lot of background noise, forgive me. I'm just getting the lens fixed up. But I wanted to record something and post something for today, man. And I wanted to actually post this last week after my sparring match because I felt it really related to what I'm about to say right now. But earlier on, when I was training for boxing, so I have a coach that I work with, but then at the gym, there's also the head coach. This guy basically just works with all the pros, really, right? And he usually comes early in the morning and he sees me sometimes right before I leave. So one thing he said to me, which really made me think a little bit, was when he saw me spar, the first thing he asked me was, what do you think about when you fight? And then my response was just nothing. And he was explaining to me that boxing, especially when you're sparring and in the actual real fight, majority of the game is all mental. How you feel and what you are thinking about during the fight is what's really going to determine the outcome and how likely you are to perform at the level you're supposed to. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because in my last sparring session on Friday, I came in with the attitude of almost, I have to spar today. I'm already pretty tired. It's so hot in this fucking gym. At the gym I train at, I kid you not, there's some days we'll be having a heat wave over here, and dead ass, the gym, inside the gym is hotter than it is outside. And there's only 2 people in the fucking gym, man. That's how hot the gym is. And I was just throwing all these excuses in my mind. And what do you know? You know what happened when I started sparring? When I first started, at least, at the beginning, I was getting cooked. I was straight up getting cooked. Because I came into it with the mindset of, man, I'm already defeated. I don't want to do this. So what did my actions reflect? My actions reflect of someone who felt defeated and didn't want to be there in the first place. And I went back, and while I was in that state of just, I'm feeling sorry for myself, I remember that talk the head coach was talking about. Yo, this game is straight up mental. He's like, you could throw the best punches and everything, but if you don't have the right if you don't have the right self-talk when you're in that actual match, your actions are going to reflect it. So during that sparring match, what ended up happening was I snapped out of it really quick. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm here. Let's see what we can do. This is what I'm saying in my mind. Let's see how far we can push it. Let's see. This motherfucker's not going to touch me. I'm going to dodge this. I'm going to do this and this. I came in with that self-talk in my head during the fight where I'm like, yo, I'm not going to fucking accept being defeated. I'm going to try to do something about it. And what do you know? During the actual sparring match, I started performing better. I started landing some of my punches. I started moving a little bit better. I stopped moving. I was tired. And aside from boxing, that lesson in itself is just applicable to real life, man. Because there's so many times in my life, personally, where there's been moments where I was facing some form of adversity, and the self-talk I would tell myself is like, yo, it's fucking over. My life's fucking done. There's nothing I can do about it. I had a defeated mindset during times of adversity. And the only way I actually got through those times was when I just said straight up, and I gave myself that self-talk where it was straight up, yo, fuck that. I'm not going to be a victim to my situation. I'm not going to be a pussy. I'm going to grab my fucking nuts and face this shit head on. And that's the kind of self-talk you need when you're just going through everyday life, man. Because there's going to be so many times where life tests you. There's going to be shit that's going to go wrong. There's going to be things that don't go your way. And that self-talk you tell yourself in your fucking head is ultimately going to determine what actions you take. And if that self-talk is fucking positive, then you're more likely to do the right actions that will actually get you out of the situation. But if your own self-talk is defeated and you feel like you're a pussy and you feel like your world is over, you're defeated, all these things, then you will act according to that mindset, man. So if you're going to act based on how you think, you might as well be fucking delusional, man. Even if it's not even if you don't truly feel like it's true, because sometimes I'll tell myself, nah, fuck that, I'm not tired, but inside I'm dead ass tired, right? Even if you don't believe it's true, that self-talk where you tell yourself you're not tired, or I'm not going to be a victim to my situation, all of this, those small little, that self-talk will give you the power you need to make the correct action, man. Because all we really need to do is do the correct actions, and then the results will follow. But it all starts with that self-talk within, man. All right? I hope you guys got some value from today's talk, man. There won't be any footage of me training today because, like I said, my camera I'm still waiting for it to get repaired. I'm going to start recording more of my sessions during training, just to throw something out there, just so you guys can see what I'm looking like. But other than that, man, I really appreciate all the people that have been subscribing, liking the videos. I appreciate all the engagement, the people that have been watching, showing love and everything. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.